Part of the message I'm going to tell you today is there is a interrelationship between energy and technology. And a lot of our technological plans for the near future and the distant future are subsidized by a reality that most people are unaware of. In the not too distant future, we will have to use technology and innovation in a time with less energy every year. And what does that mean? And what are the options? We live in a society that has rewarded reductionist expertise. So we have all these confident, charismatic humans opining about the future without integrating how the topics fit together and what that integrated perspective suggests about the future. A simplified version, not taught in our economic textbooks, is that humans have ideas and innovate, and we combine energy and materials to invent products. And we overlay that with financial markers. And we do this all to generate the same emotional states in a novel environment as our ancestors. And the whole thing produces waste. Every single good that contributes to GDP in the world needs energy to invent, to get the materials, to combine, to create, to manufacture, to deliver, to maintain, to repair, to dispose of. A human body without energy is a corpse. A piece of technology without energy is a sculpture. A city without energy is a museum. 1 barrel of oil contains the energy potential, the work potential of around 1,700 kilowatt hours, compared to one of us working for a 9-hour day generate around 0.6 of 1 kilowatt hour. Human society globally right now uses around 100 billion barrel of oil equivalents of coal, natural gas, and oil. And if you do the math of that, we are effectively subsidized by the labor equivalent of 500 billion human workers. This is a story of how we make profits and how our goods and services have skyrocketed. Relative to 500 years ago, the human economy now, which is the number of people times the average consumption per person, is 1,000 times bigger. We are conflating, as a culture, the dollar value of energy with the work value that it provides us. And we don't include the cost of pollution at all. As a culture, we are energy blind. There is no one driving the bus, not politicians, not billionaires. We have outsourced our decision-making to the market. We just have to have more people joining this particular game board and seeing the map of the future with clear heads. We are in the early stages of a massive shift in how people view the world. Where we're headed in this next decade in a phase shift is this old model I don't think will continue. It's going to depend on a lot of things. But ultimately, the real story of our ecology is going to be made clear in coming decades, which is that finance is just a marker for the real things that matter in our system. Ultimately, our wealth is our social capital, our natural capital, our built capital, and our human capital, our skills, our knowledge, our health. Finally, we are alive at a very special time. And I think we have an outsized responsibility during this time. All of our governments, corporations, technology companies, and philanthropy are basing their future funding, grants, and projects on this trajectory continuing. Very few are looking at what decisions, what investments, governance is appropriate for a biophysically smaller, less global future, because we want to propel things of value through the coming bottlenecks of the 21st century: knowledge, culture, species, ecosystem, peace, stability, etc. That's all I had. I'll leave you with the final quote that from Ilya Prigogine: when a system is far from equilibrium, small islands of coherence can shift the entire system. Thank you.